What's up, spectators? Welcome back to another episode of Professor Layton and the Unwound Future. We made it back to the future, and now we're heading to the restaurant. Because we want to go meet future Luke. But we don't know where he is. Oh, wait, oh! Well, look who's here. Dean Delmona. Oh-ho, fancy seeing you here, Herschel. Have you been well? Yes, thank you. You're looking quite well yourself. Spry, even. Oh, heavens, this old man's growing older by the day. One look at my head of white hair will tell you that. Ah, yes, I thought something was different about you. Some people say silver hair makes a man look distinguished, but I was partial to my brown hair. You know, Herschel, London's full of people quick to sully your name, but I don't believe one of them. That was quite a shock, Professor. We saw the Dean only hours ago, yet he's aged a full 10 years. 1 second. Okay. Yes, time certainly appears to have left its mark on the Dean. Is something the matter? Not at all, I just needed a moment to think. Let's be on our way. Well, that was really random, that's all he had to say? Okay, go to the left. Greetings, Shipley. Excellent timing, Professor. I just received a message for you from Luke. He'd like you to go to the observatory in the park north of here. See that you're not followed. This park is the one on the road that joins Flatstone Street with Midland Road, correct? That's the one. Luke will be there waiting for you. Why do we need to make sure we're not followed? It sounds like someone out there may be monitoring our movements. Flora, are you paying attention to what's being said? This is very important. Of course I'm listening. Moving around in a group of 3 will make us more conspicuous. I know you don't want to be left alone, but I think it'd be best if you waited for us at the hotel. As soon as we're done talking with the other Luke, we'll come to get you. No, I'm coming with you. Good for you, Flora. Now, Flora. Oh, come on, Professor. Let her come along. We'll do our best to be stealthy on our way to the park. I don't know about this. It'll be fine. Besides, it might be more dangerous to leave Flora all by herself. I suppose you might have a point. Where we're heading could lead us into some very dangerous situations. Are you sure you want to come along with us? Of course I do. I'm not scared. Well, that settles it. Let's get moving. Sorry, Luke, but we've got no choice but to put our dinner plans on hold again. I understand, Professor. No one wants to eat more than I do, but we shouldn't keep Luke waiting. Well then, what are we waiting for? Off we go. Alright, go to the park observatory. Let's go. Hey! You there with the shady expression. Look me in the eyes when I talk to you. I'm reading here. Why don't you buzz off? Listen, hooligan, I'm acting under the authority of Scotland Yard. I demand that you comply with my investigation. Scotland Yard? Pfft, big deal. It's been years since the police had any power in this town. No power, you say? You do well to take a close look at the fellow before you. The very sight of these fists sends thugs running for the hills. Whoa there, buddy, settle down. Somebody help! This weirdo's getting too close for my comfort. Inspector, calm yourself. Ah, Luke, not now, lad. I'm putting the screws to this dubious fellow here. I can vouch for this man. He's an ordinary citizen. Oh, so he's a friend of yours, Layton. You should have said so earlier. You're off the hook. Newspaper boy, but listen well, because I'll say this only once. Thanks, I'm listening. The soul of Scotland Yard and what it stands for is immortal, even in a corrupt pit of depravity like this. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got an investigation to attend to. Good day, Layton. Whew! Thanks for saving me from that loon. What was all that gibberish about Scotland Yard? Oh, the inspector doesn't mean any harm. He just tends to get a little worked up. Oh, where's my stylus? Oh, got it. Come by and pay your sweetheart a visit anytime, Fluky. I'll be here waiting for you. Okay, good. We're still going the right way. I can't seem to open the door to the observatory. Is that so? It appears that a puzzle is locking this door. I guess you're right. Worry not, Luke. I'll solve this puzzle and have us through the door before you know it. Move the red and blue blocks to their respective spaces. Tap the arrow buttons at the bottom to rotate the playing field by 90 degrees. Blocks fall downward when there's nothing under them. I see what you're saying. Move the red and blue... Okay, got it. I got it. Like... Oop, hold on. Done!
That should do the trick. Few things satisfy like a puzzle solved.
Superb! How many moves did it take you? True Master can solve the puzzle in 5 moves. I was pretty close to 5. I know 2 I know 2 turns I wasted. That did it, Luke! The lock is disabled. And the door's open. Thank you for meeting me here. I know it's a bit out of the way. I wanted to make sure you weren't followed, and this place afforded me the best view to do that. Out of the way? Going to the future is out of the way. Have you made any progress in your investigation? We've encountered some unexpected turns, but on the whole, it's going well. I can't believe I'm meeting Luke from the future. Oh, Flora, it's you. I didn't recognize you there for a moment. You'll have to excuse me, this is all a bit unexpected. It's nice to know that some things never change. I see you're still easily flustered. You're one to talk. As I recall, you're pretty easily flustered yourself. But it's good to see you. You look well. Yes, Flora would be one of the unexpected turns in question. Inspector Chelmy and Barton are here as well. Well, I'm not too surprised by the inspector's arrival. That man lives for police work. Are you saying you expected him to tail us back here? Expected? No, but I acknowledged it as a possibility. Enough chatter for now. We need to discuss how we're going to get into Chinatown. We haven't a chance of getting through unless we get those guards to leave the gate. And you found a way to lure them away, haven't you? Yes. See, the guards don't hang around the area all the time. They only man their positions when Layton tells them to. In other words, my future self has some reason to post watchmen in the area. I confess that could be my fault. I've been doing a lot of reconnaissance in the area and may have been spotted. Anyway, the crucial point to take away is that the guards will leave their posts if their boss says to. I understand, but how do we get my future self to issue that order? Luckily, Layton almost never interacts directly with his low-level grunts. Instead, he has his lieutenant Bostro give out the orders. I'm sure you remember him. He was that giant thug giving orders at the casino. Ah, yes, I know who you're talking about. If the thugs by the gate hear Bostro tell them to get lost, I'm sure they'll abandon their posts. Then all we need to do is record Bostro's voice and play it back for the guards. Well done, little Luke. But have you figured out how to reproduce Bostro's voice? I seem to remember you're picking up a new friend near the river who boasts impressive vocal talents. Of course! Poopface! We can get him to mimic Bostro's voice. That's the idea. But how do we get Poopface to learn how to say "get lost" in Bostro's voice? That could prove quite difficult. Nah, "get lost" is something of a catchphrase for Bostro. He's always yelling it. I've spent quite a few afternoons spying on the man. He uses it at least a dozen times a day. That's not a very nice thing to say. Well, he's not a very nice fellow, as you may have noticed. That catchphrase is our ticket into Chinatown. We should start looking for him immediately. Alright, Bostro's likely somewhere in the vicinity of the casino. Heading back to that area is a dangerous move, but we should start our search for him there. Chinatown! Go to the Gilded Seven Casino, alright. Does that mean we have to go to the subway? I'm pretty sure it is. Wait a minute, this can't be right. No. Yep, it's definitely still by Flatstone Street. I'm sorry, I'm going the wrong way. Alright, let's go south. Oh, wait, no, it's north. Ah, damn, okay. We have to go north. Look, there's Bostro. I'd recognize that white pinstripe suit anywhere. Quick, everyone, hide. You're supposed to be on guard duty, you clown. Stop goofing around. Oh, I wasn't goofing off, Bostro. I was just... You know the only thing I hate more than a loafer is a loafer who makes excuses. But there ain't no buts about it. That attitude is what keeps you a grunt in this here organization. You know what? You're finished here. The family don't need no clowns like you. Get lost, you clown. Oh, come on, Bostro. Don't kick me out. Where will we... Where? Don't kick me out. Pause. Where will I go? There, did you hear that? Yes, I heard "get lost" loud and clear. What about Poopface? Did he manage to pick it up? Did you hear what the big man said, Poopface? Get lost! It's uncanny how much he sounds like Bostro. A performance like that is sure to fool those two guards at the gate. Let's head to Chinatown. Alright, well that was quick, thankfully. You know the statue here, Luke? Oh, the one with the man that looks like the professor? Sure. Seeing it kinda got me thinking about, you know, the future. And one thing that occurred to me is that you know how everything is going to turn out, don't you? I mean, you're me, so you already went through this scenario 10 years ago, right? Well, in a way, yes, but I can't tell you what's going to happen from here on out. You see, if you had that knowledge, it could alter the course of history. Some of the things that are supposed to happen might not happen at all. Time travel has changed the way events unfold here, and look at the mess it's made. We wouldn't want to add to that chaos, would we? I guess I never thought about it that way. What's more, knowing about your future self could actually change who you become. And just to complicate things further, it's probably worth noting that technically you aren't me. I'm not? Then who am I? That's a tough question. Our meeting has changed much for both of us. Only the past is certain. Therefore, I was you in the past, but you may not be me in the future. You follow? I think I do. But time travel sure is complicated. All men face trials in life, but it's the real men who persevere in spite of them. Oh. When tragedy rears its ugly head, a real man knows how to deal with it gracefully. Here's a puzzle to prepare you for the day when you must deal with your own hardships. The inheritance. 4 siblings inherited a large plot of land. They each built a house in their favorite spot without thinking about how to best divide up the rest. They've decided that the fairest solution is to split the land into 4 equally shaped 6 square portions that include each house. Also, each portion must touch, but not include the well in the center. Based on their decision, which sibling's property will include the stars... Oh, the star, sorry. Alright. Now, I didn't fully figure out what the exact shape is supposed to be, because having to have these pieces touch the well makes it a little bit trickier. But if I were to guess, simply because of the location, it's the closest to D. I imagine D would be the best answer for this.
I've got a good feeling about this one.
And it's not that one. Okay.
Well, if at first you don't succeed.
Well, I suppose C could be a solution. But then it doesn't leave a lot of room for A and B to be able to get 6 tiles and get enough. I think it's... Okay, if it's not D, which I was pretty sure it would be, it's probably A or B. So, it's kind of a crapshoot from here.
That should do the trick. Well, that's settled.
Sibling A's property will include the star. The plot of land will be divided according to the diagram shown above. Splendid work! Just goes to show you that analytical thinking is the key to impressing people. Salutations! I'm afraid I'm a bit lost. Hello there, Pavel. Fancy meeting you here. Where are you trying to get to this time? I read a magnifique article about the great underground caverns of El Mundo and came to see them. Ah yes, one school of thought posits that these caverns exist throughout the entire world. Yes. I was on my way to discover the subterranean ruins of Rome when I got lost. You were heading to Rome and ended up here? Yes, the road of a traveler is long and winding, but this time I'm sure I'll reach my destination. But seeing as how we bumped into each other like this, how about a puzzle? Number 62, Lunar Leapfrogs. Six frogs... Oh, this is a lot of text. 6 frogs are sitting atop logs in a bog. Leap them around so that each frog's color matches the ribbon tied to its post. You can hop to any empty adjacent log. If there's an empty log 1 frog over, you can leap over 1 frog to get there. You can't leap over 2 frog... Wait. There's an empty log. 1 frog over? Oh, I see, okay. Alright, got it.
Here's my answer.
Not bad at all. 27 moves only.
I knew it!
I wonder when the frog capella starts. Oh, usually they say what the fewest number of turns would have been. Magnificent. With that solved, I'm ready to return to my travels. Good day. And happy travels wherever you go. I've never seen anyone as good at getting lost as you. How did you even make it here to begin with? I do that every time! It's not very clear which way you have to go. I wouldn't advise letting that flower get overburdened with puzzles, you follow?
All I'm saying is, don't leave puzzles for tomorrow when you can solve them today.
I think I'll be okay, Mr. B. Alright, Luke, this is our chance. I'm so nervous. Just relax, we'll stay back here out of sight and let Poopface work his magic. This post is such a drag. Can't wait to punch out and grab a hot meal. Sounds good. What I wouldn't give for a piping hot meat pie with some mushroom gravy right now. But we'd better not let Bostro hear us talking food on the job or he'll take our hides. Tan our hides. Seems like all that brute does is watch us to see if we mess up. Talk about a terrible boss. Alright, do your thing, Poopface. Doing my thing. You're on. Get lost, you clown. Did you just hear Bostro? Yeah, he told me to get lost. Or was he talking to you? Maybe he meant both of us. I think you're right. Aye, aye, Bostro, you don't gotta tell us twice. We'll get lost immediately. Way to go, Poopface. Excellent. I think we can finally get into Chinatown now. And it's all thanks to our pal, Poopface. Get lost. You can stop saying that now, Poopface. Well, why don't we save this for the next episode? So stay tuned tomorrow for the next one, and thanks for watching. Bye-bye.